Welcome to Teleislas News with the most relevant and important information of the day. The Secretary of Mobility informed those interested in normalizing their traffic debts to take advantage of the discounts that will be available until today.
For people who have traffic fines and tickets, the Mobility Secretariat offered alternatives for them to catch up with their obligation.
The Mobility Secretariat informs the Archipelago Department that until today, September 14th, we want them to take advantage of the discounts for traffic fines granted by law. It is important that they catch up with their debts, and we at the Mobility Secretariat will help them to normalize their payments.
The Secretariat of Mobility emphasized that until today, September 14, 40% discount will be available on the total debt that the person has according to Law 2155 of the 2021 Article 50, numeral 3rd.
Today in the morning hours, the licensing ceremony took place for the graduating Marines of Marine Infantry Battalion Number 11, where they successfully completed their time of service.
In the morning hours, the licensing ceremony of the 4th contingent of 2021 with high school graduates took place, where 62 young Marines graduated.
Estos infantes son de las diferentes regiones.
These Marines are from different regions of the country and were here for 12 months supporting the island community in all the welfare and humanitarian activities that were carried out on the island of San Andres.
On the other hand, the battalion commander indicated the capabilities of the young people serving as Marines.
Los infantes de Marina
The Marines are trained during their military service in different disciplines, among which they also receive technical and technological support to prepare them for their departure to civilian life. Some of them were able to take training courses such as first aid technicians or combat first responders, which is the course that we are conducting with our basic military care in the San Andres unit.
Finally, the graduate who obtained first place in his promotion gave his words of gratitude to the institution.
I had a great experience in the Northern Keys, both in Surinese and Surinela, and for which I thank my superiors for having been able to be in those beautiful places. I want to thank everyone for all their advice and support, which allowed me to win the Juan Solar Medal.
Drivers and inhabitants of the Orange Hill sector expressed their opinion regarding the progress shown in the paving works of the road in this sector.
The departmental administration continues with the paving works of the Orange Hill Road. In recent days, an intervention was done on the missing road section of the works that are being carried out on the street. The government expects that this project will have a positive impact on all the road actors that circulate in the area. After the progress and the completion of a section of the road, the inhabitants and drivers gave their opinion to Teleislas News.
Either the principal man that protests against this, well, then they try down the road because we have one little accident here with some tourists and they mash up the road from the top, so they can cause bigger accident, they can cause death and everything. So I thank God say then they try to finish this road, and I hope it be as possible as they can get this way available for the community, because one way that got plenty routine of people, we know people going up and coming down, and we don't know what can be the further consequences in the work on this task.
We want to see results. Look at how they left the road. It has been 4 months like this. They just started again. Look at how they have the entrance. So far, we are doing well. However, regarding this road, what they have failed to do is to build the sewage system, but they are doing a good job on the road itself. In reality, so far the road is a little behind schedule. All the roads are broken here in San Andres. There is no place to transit safely.
For the community, it is important that these roads are finished as soon as possible and made available, because this will improve the quality of life of everyone in the sector, since for several years these roads were in bad condition.
A paved stretch is already evident in the Pepper Hill sector, and the community expects this road to be finished as soon as possible.
In the sector of Pepper Hill, there is already an important paved stretch, something that fills the community with hope. Although there are other important issues that they expect the traffic authorities to analyze before the road is finished, since it could become a racing track for motorcycles at full speed, generating an increase in accidents.
Very good because we wait a little while, but anyhow, as you said, the thing going in advance. And the only thing I really would want, when they don't fix this road, they move the mud them, and so they move that further over there, that when the rain come, the water run to the swamp and put one the police here, put that fee, stop the boy them from pass like the mad per motor and so.
Well, what we want to say now, we see a little light with the road where then the from Monday they start through the cement. So thank the Lord, say well, we can say well the road coming to the final, at least this part of the road. Well, we don't know about the next part because another process again. So but anyhow, they're working on it, and I thank them for when they work on it because it was a hard struggle with us with the piece of road, and we had problems to get out, to come in, especially when it rain. But thank the Lord, everything is coming okay.
The work on the road is going really, really slow. I feel like they can do an effort because the community, they feel all the problematic what we got with the road broke out. So we get late to work, and people when you're walking, when you're coming out the walk, you got problem with the car them also. And this morning I had the opportunity to pass along Orange Hill, and to me like them advance more than Pepper Hill. So I beg the people that are in charge of this project to please think on the community and try do what they have to do for this can solve early.
The community of the sector hopes that the contractors of the work will continue at a good pace and soon deliver this road for the improvement of the quality of life of all people.
And in other news, this Saturday, September 17, several organizations have joined efforts to conduct a cleanup activity in Sprat Bight.
In the commemoration of World Beach Day, the Temporary Union of San Andres Island and the Coralina Environmental Corporation are organizing a beach cleaning activity in Sprat Bight on the 17th of this month.
The project where we are working on has the objective of contributing to the environmental quality of Sprat Bight. For that, we are developing educational activities, also activities related to the management of solid waste. The activity of the 17th is born in the framework of the International Day of the Beaches. Therefore, we are going to develop an extensive cleaning activity in all of Sprat Bight beach area. Sprat Bight is an important site for the island. It is an engine of the local economy as well as a meeting place for the community, and at the same time an important strategic ecosystem. We hope that by many people will join us and help us to make this the cleanup day. Let's celebrate this World Day with cleaner beaches.
The Sprat Bight beach cleaning activities will start at 7:30 a.m. and will have as a meeting point the Bahia Sardina Hotel.
And now let's get to know other facts that today are news in our brief news section.
Members of the National Police attached to the specific command of San Andres, Providence, and Santa Catalina developed preventive activities under the strategy Patrol at Home, which seeks to reduce the crime of residential burglary. During the activity, the attention line 123 emergency line and 155 orientation line for women victims of violence were announced. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring two systems transiting the tropical Atlantic, one of which has a 30% chance of becoming a tropical depression in the next 48 hours. The police command of the archipelago of San Andres, Providence, and Santa Catalina will hold today its ceremony of transfer of command in the institution's main premises. The ceremony will be presided over by Brigadier General Jacqueline Navarro Ordóñez, Deputy Director of the National Police.
And with this information, we reach to the end of our broadcast, but we see you tonight at 8 p.m. with more of Teleislas News. Good afternoon.